Hi, my name's Thais Sher, and I'm a 28-year-old writer, producer, and actress. It's a very interesting question. What may have fueled my imagination or fueled my creative impulse to date, or what may have fueled it in the past? And I'm sure if I think back to my childhood, which was filled with laughter continually, um, it must have had something, or wouldn't surprise me if the films I'd watched as a child must have had such a deep influence, strong impact on me. Um, in fact, I enjoyed watching horror movies as much as I did comedy, and very often found the horror movies as comical as the comedy movies themselves. To give an example, remember at the age of 4 or 5 watching Spielberg's Gremlins or Polanski's The Dance of the Vampires and being in fits of laughter. And yes, those two films certainly made an impact, but there were certainly many others. I remember at a similar age watching the Woody Allen films and being in fits of laughter. The Ealing comedies were always my favourite, and Mel Brooks, of course, and not forgetting the Coen brothers, but I discovered them slightly later on in life. But of course, they're quite brilliant. So I'm sure all those made a great impact. And of course, watching some of the great actors of the past step into comic roles, the great Alec Guinness, Alistair Sim in St Trinian's, and of course not forgetting Peter Sellers. I could, as a writer, if I could even aspire to reach even anything close to the standards they achieved as comics, then I'm sure that is going to be a long life or lifelong aspiration and ambition for me. And I've a long way to go, but something to aim for. Um, I also recognise in great writers their ability to capture so exquisitely and so intricately a character's psychology. For example, Charles Dickens, Shakespeare, they're able to capture the multi-layered or multi-layered psychological multi-layeredness of a character, and their psychological insight was so great. They're not the only writers to have this skill, but those two certainly had that great ability. And as a writer, I'd love to learn how to acquire that ability in the future. And with this sketch, I wrote for James Corden in 2008 for the London 2012 Olympics. I did find it amusing to write, and I hope you find it amusing to read. Certainly, what compels me to write comedy is the fact that comedy is very much a universal genre, and I talk specifically or particularly of physical comedy because, of course, there are no language barriers with physical comedy. And I'm sure this is what I wanted to achieve with this particular sketch, is to write a 10-minute sketch jam-packed with physical comedy that was utterly appropriate and suitable for a worldwide audience. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's helpful. Please don't hesitate to contact me should you want any more information. Thank you.